How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys, and the gameplay is of a mod called No More Room in Hell, and it's going to be a little review on it and basically my thoughts about the mod. So let's get into it. Now, one of the first things I want to get out of the way at the very beginning is, in this game, you will die a lot. It's just one of those games where you've got to try and survive, and it is a really hard task, so if you're not into games where it's a challenge to live, you probably won't like this kind of game. So it's not really like Dead Rising or Left 4 Dead or any of those zombie games where it's all just about killing thousands of zombies. In this one, if you're playing, you might only kill 15 zombies in a game if it's one where it's an objective base, but if you're playing in one where it's just taking on waves of zombies, then you're probably going to get more. Now, one of my favourite modes to play in this game is when you're playing for the objectives, and so this could be, you could just like start off and you've got to go find some gas to open up a door and open up a new part of the map. However, just be wary, as I said before, that you will die. Like, there was one time, I think it was 8 people on the server, and 6 of us were dead before we've even completed the first objective, just because 2 people ran out in front and the rest of us tried to keep up with them, but we couldn't, and yeah, we just got overrun by zombies pretty much. Now, moving on to weapons. In this game, you will come across guns as well as melee weapons, but you definitely need a melee weapon, unless you just want to go around punching zombies with your fists, but that's obviously not a good choice. So you need to try and get a melee weapon to start with, because it's going to help you just whacking zombies and knocking them out quickly. Although guns are obviously more useful, the ammo, and like depending on what map you're playing on, the ammo can be quite scarce, so it's really good to try and keep your ammo and only really use it when you need to, if it's to try and save someone else or to clear a path or something like that. But if it's only 1 or 2 zombies, you're probably better off just hitting them with a melee weapon. Now, since this game's all about being realistic, you're not really going to have a HUD, so what you got to do is, if you want to find out how many like bullets you've got left in your gun or whatever, you got to hold R, and your character will undo his gun and just basically count it out and tell you how many he's got. So I definitely recommend doing this, because you really need to know how many shots you've got, because before I realized that this was how you meant to check your ammo, you just randomly shoot and all of a sudden you'd be out. So make sure you do that if it's a bit risky and you're not sure how many bullets you've got in your gun. Now, another useful key is pressing the V button by default, which is pushing back zombies. So obviously this is very useful, because if you don't know how to do this, you're just going to get caught up on zombies all the time. So it's basically, if there's a couple of zombies, like more than 1 or 2 that you can take out, it's just to push them and run past them. So make sure you're doing this if you want to actually live longer. Now, also in this game, you have a certain amount of limit of weapons you can pick up. So if you've picked up too many weapons or melee weapons or anything like that, and you just want to get rid of them, press G and it'll drop what you currently have. And also, to open up your inventory, you want to press the 1 button. So this will bring up all your guns, your flashlight, ammo, all that kind of stuff. But also you can go into your special ammo, like inventory, by pressing 2, and this will basically allow you, so for example, if you don't have a shotgun but you've picked up some 12 gauge ammo, you can drop that for a fellow teammate who's got a shotgun and has no ammo. So you sort of need to cooperate in that sort of sense, because it's better for him to have the ammo for his gun than for you just to be holding it, and if you don't have a gun, obviously, because yeah, it's just going to help you kill zombies faster. Now, depending what kind of server you're in, you probably want to be able to talk to your teammates with voice chat, and it took me a while to figure out what actually was the key for voice chat, but it's just the mouse scroll button. You just click that in, you can talk to your teammates and basically coordinate where to go. But the thing that's different about this mod is, instead of other games and all that kind of stuff where you're just in a chat server, this game tries to be realistic. So if you are on the other side of the map and you try and talk, since someone's not in your range, they won't be able to hear you. And that's why in-game, as soon as you see a walkie-talkie, you want to pick this up, because this will mean it'll just be easier for you to be heard by other players because you've got this walkie-talkie. So yeah, definitely pick that up, because otherwise, if you're on the other side of the map trying to call someone to help you, no one's going to be able to hear you, because yeah, you're in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, if this sounds like an awesome game for you, I definitely recommend downloading it. You need to have Half-Life 2 to play the mod, but the download was about 1.4 gig, so it's not too big, and yeah, it's something, if you're into something that's going to be a bit of a challenge to try and survive, and something you want to keep playing and trying to live a bit longer each time, you'll definitely enjoy this game. So anyway, this sort of brings me to the end of my commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a like, and if you've got any comments below on No More Room in Hell, or whether it looks like a game you'd want to try out, put them below, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.